Robin. Welcome to another live streaming class. If this is your first time with us, let me explain how the classes work. Today, our topic is going to the shops or going to the supermarket. If you have a question during the class, write your question in the comment section and I'll answer it at the end of the class. I also have a few questions for you at the end of my lesson to check what you've learned, and you can write your answers in the comment section as well. So let's get started with some shopping vocabulary. So vocabulary in the supermarket. Imagine you're traveling in an English-speaking country, or maybe one day you move to the UK or to the United States. You might need to buy food in the supermarket. So first, let's look at some vocabulary. Okay, we have some different words in American English and British English to call this kind of store. In American English, we call it the grocery store, so where you go to buy your food. We also say the supermarket, or in British English, you can say the greengrocer. These are all the same. Supermarkets are normally bigger shops, big chain kind of stores, and your greengrocer would be like your local neighborhood shop. Okay, when you enter the supermarket, you walk down different aisles. So all of the products are divided by different aisles, and on each aisle you will find different shelves, so different levels. Here we have shelves with fruit in this example. Okay, on each shelf you'll find different kinds of products or items. When you first enter the supermarket, you'll probably want to grab a shopping cart or shopping trolley if you're buying several items. Okay, once you've gone through the aisles and you've chosen all of your food, all of your products, then it's time to check out. So when you're ready to pay, sometimes you might use a coupon or a gift card, which gives you a discount on what you're going to buy. Okay, the person who helps you to pay is called the cashier, so they will scan all of the items and then tell you how much it is. At the till or the cash register, till is British English and cash register is American English. Okay? And once you've bought your groceries, you'll probably want to put them in a shopping bag or a sack, which normally is made of paper, or sometimes you can bring your own with you. Okay, now let's look at the different sections in the supermarket. So the supermarket is divided into different sections with the products. So the produce section is the section with fruit and vegetables. That's called produce. Okay, then you can find the dairy section, which has cheese, milk, yogurt, so any kind of dairy product. Okay, you can also find the deli or the fresh counter, where you can get cold meats or cheeses. Normally you can ask someone to help you and you can tell them how much you want. I want 1 pound of sliced ham, and they'll slice it for you in the machine, etc. Okay, you also have your meat counter where you can buy things like steak. You can tell the butcher how you want it cut. The seafood counter as well. You can choose your fish. How do you want it? How much? Okay, the bakery is another section you'll find in the grocery store. In the bakery, you'll find bread, pastries, which are like sweet treats, donuts, things like that, and cakes. Okay, you'll also find the frozen foods aisle, any kind of food that's packaged in the freezer. And you can find your canned foods. You can find canned tomatoes, canned vegetables, etc. All right, you'll also find the cosmetics and hygiene section where you can buy makeup or you can buy any kind of cleaning products or hygiene products. Okay, and then you can find your snack foods section with candy or chips, any kind of salty snacks, things like that. Okay, now that we've looked at the different sections of the supermarket, let's look at the different kinds of packaging. What do we call the different kinds of packaging in English? For example, we have a can, so you might buy a can of soda, a can of beer, a jar, normally with jars for your jam, honey, kind of sweets. Bottles, okay, there are glass bottles and plastic bottles for your drinks. A box, so cereal comes in a box, or here you have a box of donuts. Okay, a carton, that's how eggs are normally packaged in a carton, which has individual holders for each of the eggs. Or another kind of packaging is a bag, like a bag of chips, for example. Okay, now let's look first, we're going to look at a sample dialogue of how to ask for something in the supermarket, and then I want you to practice by writing your own example in the comments. Alright, let's start with how to find something. So if you're looking for a specific item, how do you ask someone where it is? So you can say, where can I find the bananas, for example? And the shop attendant will probably say, in the fresh produce section on aisle 5. So normally they will tell you what section and the number of the aisle. So the aisles in the supermarket have numbers, or they will have the name of the kinds of products, so that's how you can find where they're located. So can you think of an example using this structure and maybe a different item? Try to write an example in the comments. Okay, number 2. All right, now imagine you take an item and you don't know how much it costs. You can't find the price written on the item or on the shelf. So you might need to find out the price. You can say, how much does this cost? If you're holding the item, how much does this cost? Or you can ask specifically, how much are the strawberries? Or if it's singular, how much is the bread? Okay? And they will tell you it costs, or they cost, depending on if it's singular or plural, 2 euros, for example. Okay? Can you think of a similar example? If you can, write it in the comments. Okay? Now I have a question for you. Which item do you buy most at the supermarket? Okay, is it fruits and vegetables? Is it cosmetics? Is it something else? What item do you buy most at the supermarket? Tell me in the comments. Okay. I want to know, I'm curious, does your supermarket do home delivery? Nowadays, many supermarkets will bring the items to your house so you don't have to carry them. So, does your local supermarket offer this service? If so, tell me in the comments, and do you use it? Okay, and my last question is, do you order your groceries online? So do you prefer to make your life easy, order online and have it delivered? Or do you prefer to actually go to the supermarket and choose the products yourself? Which one do you prefer? Online? Do you order your groceries online, or do you go to the supermarket? Okay. As you're answering my questions, I want to tell you about the course that we have here at ABBA. Many of you may already be ABBA students, free or premium. If you're not, I want to tell you about our premium course. We currently have 15 million students studying with us. Our premium course features 144 short films, video classes, and exercises, so 144 units featuring all of these things to help you improve your English. We have from beginners all the way to business level. So if you are a free student or if you've never used the course before, I encourage you to click on the link we're posting now in the comments and get familiar with our course, try it out, and see if you want to go premium. All right. Okay, I want to remind you that if you do use our course, you can study from your PC or your Mac, you can study from your tablet or from your phone. And the system saves your progress on all of these devices. So it's really user-friendly and you can study from anywhere at any time. Okay, now I want to see who's joining us today. Where are you from? And what questions or comments do you have about going to the supermarket in English? All right. Okay. All right, Sunil. On a daily basis, so you go to the supermarket every day, okay? Some people go, you just buy what you need for the day, and then the next day you go again, okay? Christopher from Indonesia, thanks for watching. Okay, Jonathan, where can I find the durians? Okay, that's a kind of fruit, right? Milo, bananas are found in the fresh produce section, okay? Milo prefers to go to the supermarket. And he asks, can we say stands instead of shelves? This is slightly different. A stand doesn't necessarily have different levels, but shelves are like the different levels of the aisle. So it's a little bit different, but yeah. Let's see. Tuong from Vietnam, sorry if I mispronounced your name. Oyuka from Mongolia, Turkey from, where are you from? Jonathan, okay, Hyro, and Trang, okay, thanks for joining us. All right, Francisco, okay, good, so keep answering in the comments and let me tell you about our next class, which is next week. You can find the schedule for the month of June posted on our Facebook page, so you have the date, the time, and the topic. Next week, we're going to do something a little bit different. We're going to do an overview of the English language. So what do I mean by this? A little bit of the history of English. Where does it come from? Where does it originate? How has it changed over time? So a little bit of a history lesson, and then of course, as always, I will answer your questions. So I hope that you can join us next week for this lesson. Okay, remember that if you want to receive a message anytime we're live streaming, you can change your settings to receive notifications. So you can do that if you haven't already. Okay, let me check one more time who's joining us. Okay, Sajjad, thanks for joining. Jonathan, what item do you buy most at the supermarket? He says veggies, fresh meat, pork, fish, and eggs. Okay, very good. Roxana, I buy vegetables, dairy products, lentils, and bakery products from the market. Great. Okay. Milo, how much is this loaf of bread? Okay, good example. Bahar, Habib, Rebecca, thanks for watching. Abigail from Canada, hello. Okay, Roxana says we can buy our grocery online, but we like to buy it ourselves. Okay. Zubair from Afghanistan, thanks for joining. Kawa and Said. Good. Okay, well, I encourage you, oh sorry, Esmat, hello. He orders fruits online because I have a lot of problems with shopping, okay. All right. Jonathan, how does a native speaker say fresh market? Okay, I have many words. For example, wet market, Chinese market, Asian market. Okay, we have fresh produce, for example. Or you can say we also have a farmer's market where all of the products have been brought in like the same day. So we have farmers markets you can go to buy, or your normal supermarket. I hope that answers your question. I hope I understood your question correctly. Okay, great. Well, I want to thank everyone for participating today. Please keep writing in the comments, and I'll get back to you later today if you still want to share something or ask a question. Mark your calendars for next week when we're talking about the origins of the English language. And I hope that you have a great rest of your day. Take care, and I'll see you next time. Bye!